the cream is rising to the top once again here for Grand Finals. It's the two people we expected, as you said, Gamma versus Kusanagi. Of course, Gamma with that Cammy. Been playing Cammy since Street Fighter V's iteration and beyond. Of course, Kusanagi very much loyal to that Sakura since she dropped as DLC, right? Has been a premier player on that character as well as people like Nowman and Alex Myers. Really, you know, trying to bring that character to the forefront.
Oh, and Space Boy, man. Space Boy's been rocking it out a lot, too. Yes. I love seeing Sakura just on the map even more so now than ever. So we are going to see it one more time. Do you think maybe Kage?
I could see him starting with Kage, to be honest with you. I could see him starting with Kage, to be honest with you, just because, like, Gamma's going to bring the game to him. So it's like, I'm not going to really have to worry about, I feel like, being outranged by Cammy. Obviously, her normals are going to be superior to Kage's, but I just think with the way Gamma plays, he's going to be in that range to kind of duff him in the mouth if he actually gets the right reads.
And that duff is going to hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Kage makes a lot of players, or a lot of characters, bleed.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it could be a toss-up, but either way, it's going to be Gamma versus Kusanagi, Cammy versus either Sakura or Kage. I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to go down, but let's talk about Cammy versus Sakura. Both characters with normals that reach above and beyond or extend way further than majority of the characters, I would say. One through ways of medium kick, which is Cammy. Sakura through ways of standing roundhouse. So that's going to be one of the key factors to kind of take note of when it comes to feeling each other out in the ground game. One of the biggest factors that Cammy has the biggest advantages that Cammy has over Sakura is her dive kick. And again, that's not even just Sakura, but majority of the cast out there.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm interested in seeing how he deals with it as well. You got good horizontal range on the Sakura DP, so maybe in situations where Gamma would try to bait out a DP with a shallow dive kick, it might end up getting clipped. So that's something to keep in mind. Here we are. We are at Grand Finals now. Again, this is going to be the first set. Kusanagi's got to beat Gamma whole 3 games before losing 3 games to even have a chance at that first place. And again, a 5K prize spot on the line. The lion's share is on the line here between these 2 grand finalists. And, of course, a spot to compete at $200,000 Capcom Cup.
Kusanagi, yeah, changing it up with that crouch heavy punch. But again, while within dive kick range, he's going to double check his strategy. Nice spiral arrow way past the fireball. Now it's all Gamma. Closer to the corner. Caught Kusanagi dashing up. Close to stun. A throw will do it. Instead, a walk-up delay crouch jab.
And that's what Kusanagi was thinking too. He was like, man, a throw's going to do it. Ends up getting counter hit by the crouch jab. You
thought you could press a button? Not against my 3-framer. Oh, boy.
Yama, the momentum is so far in his corner at this point. Nice though, the Tatsu. He's getting the juggle off of it as well. Unfortunate. But no, the dropped combo. That is -2, so he's just going to throw her back into the corner. Throw her back into the corner.
Slightly awkward exchange there from Gamma. Tried to clip Kusanagi with, what, a roundhouse? Or standing roundhouse?
Yeah, it looked like it. Definitely not a button that Cammy's really poked with that often.
Yeah, stop that hooligan.
I love it, yeah. Then the overhead actually catching the backdash. Oh, reaching. Teaching a little late there. Put him in detention for it. Nice job, 1-up.
Summer school doesn't let out that early anymore. It's unfortunate. Actually, I might be wrong. Maybe school's in session a little less on summer.
Who knows nowadays, man? It was a whole different ball game than when I went to school.
Yeah, always ready with that. You know, I think that's fine for Kusanagi, forcing Gamma to get rid of his resources early so that the EX dive kick threat is not there as often.
Oh, beautiful whiff punish right there from Gamma.
Oh, no, here comes the damage.
And we talked about it, right? Kusanagi loves doing those EX DPs really early in the set, trying to establish it, and Gamma was ready. Oh, speaking of being ready.
I felt it in my bones. Gamma was going to let it rip after that, but Kusanagi now taking full advantage of that. Raw activation on the way down.
Yeah, going to use it a side switch. Catches her out of the air right there.
EX dive kick incoming within this range. It has to be. It has to be.
Perhaps he's got that enhanced DP, though. The V-Trigger 2 is active.
Yeah, so he is waiting for it to wind down just a little bit. Okay, maybe not. Gamma catches Kusanagi moving forward. That stand medium punch, the do-all button, into whatever you want. You want a stand heavy punch? We got it in stock. Low medium kick? Oh, I got a perfect price for you. Don't worry about that.
And yeah, stand medium punch for that exact reason, and it's low total frames, right? Doesn't have a lot of recovery to it. Just a great button to press in the neutral like that. You're going to catch a dash forward, or even if they don't do that, then you're going to be pretty much safe. They have to time like their button perfectly to catch some type of whiff punish on that. So yeah, great stuff from Gamma, just falling back on a tried and true classic for Cammy and taking a 1-0 lead.
I'm liking this so far. Now forcing Kusanagi to take a quick breather maybe considering a character change or just taking his time, which is great. You know, I love him being able to do that, just really reassessing the kind of character or the kind of player that Gamma is. He's like, all right, well, what do I got to do to change up my strategy against a character like Cammy and a player like Gamma?
And now this just crossed my mind, and I don't know if this has crossed Kusanagi's mind or not. I hope it hasn't, because, like, let's remember, man, Central America 1 and 2 2020, Kusanagi second place. And right now.
Oh, don't do that.
Right now.
No, he's like, not again.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it crossed my mind. I hope it hasn't crossed his yet, right? Because I just don't want that to affect his gameplay negatively. But maybe it's a power-up. Who knows? I don't know what the type of player he really is when it comes to stuff like that. But, yeah, that's what's lurking in the back of my mind right now. Is it forever the bridesmaid moment for Kusanagi?
He needs to remember his quote, right? I did it once. I did it twice. I've done it thrice. Like, he's just got to keep going. He has to stay confident and continue with that momentum. Again, coming from the loser's bracket is a little intimidating, but this is what you've prepared yourself for, this very moment, right? You've been doing this for how long? This is the exact moment you've been waiting for.
Exactly. And Kusanagi's done it before. You know, I mean, he's come from loser's side of grand finals and gone on to win the entire tournament. So this is not foreign territory for him. So we're getting into it again. It's going to be Gamma versus Kusanagi. 1-0 for Gamma, and he is on winner's side grand finals.
You know how many times Kusanagi has caught people neutral jumping their fireball?
He loves it.
Oh, boy. A little overzealous there from Gamma. Fully going for the spiral arrow. Big punish there from Kusanagi. Ooh, I like the check.
Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, that crouch fist and the V-trigger activation, another staple of Cammy's game.
And I like that option. Air to air, nice and easy. The jump short.
That was real good defense from Gamma. Not biting on that throw bait after that air tech, too.
Oh,
catches him out the air. This is good stuff from Cammy, though. That stand medium punch, you never just go into a straight special from it, so never have to worry about a buffer when they hit it out of the air.
Oh, he tried to tag. That was the bait. You see that? The whiff throw +2.
Yeah, exactly. Whiff throws +2 in Street Fighter V right there. Gamma got caught reaching, and Kusanagi more than ready to be teaching him a lesson.
A lesson that is completely false.
Oh, yeah, I like this. The crouch medium punch has been coming out a lot from Kusanagi, too, now in the Cammy matchup as well. Just these characters that I think, oh, my goodness, can move so forward.
And the damage, you know, I like him spending this bar early because he gets Oki after this. Back throw will stun.
I thought he was going to do it. Oh, okay, well, this
air
is
throw?
going to end
Oh,
up.
that would have been cool. Well, actually, no. I don't think he would have stunned him either way. So, yeah, my mistake. Gamma, nice and easy for the second round.
Yeah, the sequence, like the duration of the DP allowed for that stun bar to start depleting, right? I would have loved to see the air throw too. But now back to the stable game. Man, this is such a close set already.
Ooh. Managing to get the crouching medium punch counter hit.
Ooh, perfectly timed jump.
And optimizing it, going full into the target combo.
Oh my goodness, just raw heavy kick Tatsu.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, -2. Ooh, V-shift. I love her V-break animation. That leaves her at -2.
And opting not to go for any sort of fireballs. Kusanagi is really fishing for this hit off of any of the kicks, right? Low, medium kick, stand roundhouse. But Gamma hasn't shown us any sort of dive kicks yet either.
Yeah, just a great point. Gamma's been really reserved on those, even resulting to the hooligan to make sure he gets the plus frames.
Oh, no.
The stand medium punch. We talked about it. Ooh. Wow.
Oh, yes. I do like that option. I love seeing the air-to-air options from both players.
Yeah. And at this point, yeah, you see Gamma fishing a little bit more with that stand medium kick. Great throw from Kusanagi. Brave throw, but it worked out.
I feel like oh yeah, what a great way to take advantage of the activation freeze timer. I do like that. With punishing a roundhouse, going straight into the activation from Gamma, that was a very veteran play.
That was a high-level Street Fighter V right there. Gamma, as you mentioned, using the screen freeze and the spiral arrow so fast in that V-trigger, able to punish that roundhouse, which is the tried and true for Kusanagi, right? That's his button. That's like what his entire ground game on Sakura revolves around. So if you could do something like that, make him second-guess doing it in the future, I mean, his back's against the ropes at this point. 2-0, and this is tournament game for Gamma.
I gotta say, man, Kusanagi was definitely aware of how he wanted to play the ground game, and he actually forced Gamma to stay on the ground. It was working out for him, but just a slight mishap, slightly misplacing that roundhouse at the last second.
Yeah, and Gamma, I mean, he's just been so on point with every opportunity presented to him, right? Even though, even taking what a lot of the time Kusanagi's given him and utilizing the dive kick, not so much. He's just been kind of chilling out and been staying on the ground a little bit. You've seen the EX Hooligans coming in from a longer range to kind of get the dive kick going a little bit more safely. Because, again, we talked about that horizontal range on the DP, right? So if he gets a little bit careless, she's still going to be able to clip some of the farther ranging dive kicks. So I really like the way Gamma's kind of adjusted. And I'm sure Kusanagi expected him to be very dive kick happy, right? That's how he's been in the top 8 so far. And switching up the game plan even before your opponent is like doing stuff to shut it down, I mean, that a lot of the time will catch them off guard and make them rethink their strategy.
So we are taking a slight breather yet again for Kusanagi when going up against Gamma. We're going to see if he's sticking to the Sakura. That is the tried and true, and I don't blame him. Again, got to go all out with your main.
Yeah, definitely. At this point, I thought it would have been interesting to see the Kage early just because of the damage and the lack of life on Cammy's side, but at this point, down 2-0, you got to stick with the Sakura.
Oh, yeah. Very keen at throwing that out, and I can appreciate that from Kusanagi. That's always impressive to see, or like catch an air fireball off a read like that.
Yeah, beautiful stuff to start. Just got to keep riding this momentum. Of course, Gamma already managed to escape the corner right there. You see utilizing the dive kick to get over fireballs.
Find that pressure early on. Kusanagi making the most. Oh, buff.
Yeah, exactly. That V-trigger activation off that first hit of EX Spiral Arrow right there. New to Cammy.
We haven't really seen that. I mean, it didn't really lead to anything big either because it still keeps Cammy on the same side. But
yeah, exactly. She's got to go all the way through with the Spiral Arrow to switch sides. And you get, catches her at the very end with that dive kick. Good stuff from Kusanagi, though. Staying disciplined at that point.
And it's so dangerous still for Gamma to even go in. While he has the life lead, he's so ready for any of the approach that Kusanagi presents. Walking forward, dashing up,
dude,
throwing out normals.
The stand medium punch has hit these dashes so many times. It's ridiculous.
Doing it in an online atmosphere as well is very impressive.
It's so impressive. And now Gamma at tournament point, just one more round, and he is your Capcom Cup Central America West 1 champ.
Ooh!
Wait a minute, Kusanagi got something to say about that.
Same side. He backs off just in case. He backdashes anyway. I like that from Kusanagi, slowly advancing towards Gamma. Oh! Your dive kick versus mine? I invented this.
Yeah. Yours is just a V skill, fam. Mine's been a part of this moveset.
True. Oh, yeah. Ducking under that. The stand roundhouse. Just in case.
Raw activation. Oh, kind of clipped him a little bit funkily. And now we got the whiff punish on the throw attempt.
Oh, one more. Anything will do it. Any hit into critical art might do it for both players. Kusanagi has full resources loaded. This could be problematic. Here it comes.
Yeah, Kusanagi's got to be careful about throwing something out from full screen as well, Gamma. The critical art reaction, no sir.
You know, after that, I'm pretty sure that's going to be more than enough.
I thought she was going to live, fam. I'll be honest.
It's the second hit. To be honest, I cheated a little bit. I prolonged my sentence. I almost did it. I almost did it.
It was like the rock paper scissors where you try to cheat and confirm what the other person does first. All right, Gamma now firing back. Again, still tournament point for him, and oh my goodness, this momentum carried him into the corner already. Giving him some space, but nice.
He still got the counter hit.
Yeah, challenging after that dive kick. Kind of hit her in like waistline, I guess. So
just about. Yeah, I think above the kneecap. All right, resetting the momentum just a little bit. Kusanagi does have the trigger unloaded.
Oh.
That could have been huge for Gamma.
Yeah, exactly. No counter hit, so that crouch medium kick did not connect.
Oh, he's fishing with that low forward. Any solid confirm from Gamma can seal the deal. He's saving the critical art for that moment, I feel like.
He most definitely is. He has the raw V trigger he can activate now as well. You got to be careful.
Uh-oh. Kusanagi with less fear now.
Oh, gets out. Just takes the throw as he lands. Now Kusanagi finally has the life lead in this round.
Hold it, and we're going into another game. Kusanagi with no fear in his heart. Now, take a look at what exactly transpired before your very eyes, right? As soon as the critical art was no longer a threat, he was like, this is my green light to go. I have to take advantage of this situation, right? Even if he did like, low forward into EX Spiral Arrow, I still had a decent amount of life left to withhold that and survive. But the critical art would have guaranteed to kill any sort of confirm off of that, right? So Kusanagi, as soon as that meter was out of there, from the side of Gamma, he was going all in, and I like that.
Yes, and I really love the decision-making he made when his offense started because he never got greedy. He was like, okay, look, bro, you know that I have all this meter and your life will get depleted if you get hit by something. So he's just like, I'm going to throw you. Gamma, you obviously have the game lead. You have the life lead. A lot of these situations, you're not going to end up taking the risk where you're going to get counter hit and bleed like that. So great stuff from Kusanagi with the wherewithal to just throw him to death right at the end. So, yeah, it was a very impressive play on both ends, defensively and offensively.
Man, what an exciting series so far. I'm glad that it's not 3-0.
Yes,
I really am. Because
sure.
I do think, we got to see more of Kusanagi, especially against someone like Gamma. I want to see this interaction happen more often. We need to see more games.
I was going to say, the player matchup, it deserves more than the 3-0, man. We know when these two players are playing at their best, there's no way one of them beats the other 3-0. It's just going to be a 3-2 type of set. So I definitely want to see Kusanagi rise up, hopefully force a Game 5. But Gamma, I know, doesn't want that. He doesn't want any type of momentum to continue to build on Kusanagi's side.
He's like, I'll do a first of 10 outside of the
Yeah.
CPT any day. But right now, I want this 3-0.
Exactly. Who recovers just in time for that fireball and not get clipped.
Oh, and he still ran into it. Hey, I flinched too, bud.
Yeah, sometimes because, she has a little bit of charge on her fireball, right? Or she can. So sometimes you'll just react to it thinking it's the horizontal.
Oh, no. Don't do that on the way down. Gamma was ready for it. Oh, that was so ambiguous still. That was kind of a tricky situation. EX uppercut, you already know. Gamma again at tournament point with 69 seconds left on the clock. That was relatively quick.
Indeed. Very nice. Indeed. Now, Gamma, as you mentioned, tournament point. 2-1. Got to be feeling comfortable with the way that last round went to. Just all him.
Oh, don't do that either. Here comes Kusanagi with the punish.
That's very nice stuff. Oh, the V shift, trying to get some space back. Wow, very rare opportunity missed from Kusanagi.
Again, opting to go for a crouching normal. Gets stuffed out of there by Gamma. Oh, the stun is dissipating, so this is going to be another chance at life for Kusanagi, but no V-trigger activation anywhere.
Oh, wow, that was such a good anti-air. And then again, meeting with a stand medium punch afterwards. Gamma closing in on the tournament with the dive kick.
There it is. Yeah, looking forward to it. Let's see what kind of damage he can dish out. He can't afford to make any mistakes. Gamma is playing the life lead game.
Wow, it's still not biting, and now the stand medium kicks. Oh, and it actually just trades with a jump in. Gamma will take that, and he'll take the lion's share of the 5K prize pot, take his spot in Capcom Cup, our Central America West 1 champion.
And that was, man, Gamma was running away with that the entire time. He didn't want to make the same mistake twice. He's like, all right, well, I have this much life. I know what I did last time with my meter. I'm going to sit back, relax, and enjoy my time in the spotlight. And he makes it so all the way through to Capcom Cup. We have two Cammys in the reigns now for the finale, Mago and Gamma.
Yeah. I mean, beautiful stuff. I mean, two the best Cammys in the world, I think, right, Gamma? We'll see what Hurricane does when he gets his opportunity. You know what I mean? If we can get one from every type of region. I know people won't be happy about that, but I will laugh. I'll tell you that much right now.
I'm excited. Laugh all you want. I'm going to be right there with you,
You know
honestly.
what I'm saying? Rob and Brian, we'll see what they have to say next week. But Gamma, again, taking home the championship for Central America West 1, puts himself in Capcom Cup. He's going to have a shot at $200,000. My goodness gracious. As we said, man, Gamma's been putting in work for a long time. If you're just like one of your newest Street Fighter V tournaments that you're turning into, Gamma has been competing since Street Fighter 4, has competed throughout the lifespan of Street Fighter 5. Like, he has always been putting in work with his Cammy, so I'm so happy to see him at Capcom Cup. It is time to get to our interview. Gamma, the champion, is awaiting us. Are you there, my friend? Can you hear us?
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on? I'm
What's
doing
up,
great, man. How
Gamma?
you doing, bruh?
I'm still shaking.
That's what we like to hear, man. I mean, you know, it's funny because you said that you were shaking, but to me, you seemed calm, cool, and collected all the way through. You know what I mean? 3-1 throughout the top 8. No one ever got close enough to make you really think that you were going to lose a set. But obviously, still in grand finals with a lot of money on the line, the Capcom Cup spot on the line, the pressure's going to be there. But you did great handling it, I thought.
Yeah, thanks. It was very difficult, and it's one of the most difficult things that I've learned along the way on Street Fighter V, that it's be calm and be very patient. It's very difficult to play also that way online. I used to not play online because I didn't like it. It was very hard to react, but we had to migrate, right, because of pandemic. And then I learned a lot. I still learning. I didn't want it to be left out if I didn't migrate to online. And right now, I feel like I am completely like adapt to the online play. I'm able to react to dashes. I'm able to react to some stuff that I was not like able to do it. Still, I was very nervous today. To be honest, I was not like seeing myself like making it to the grand finals. I got very lucky. Kusanagi is super strong. I still feel like Kusanagi is one of the strongest players in Latin America, probably the best one. But I've been losing to him like in every tournament, but I was able to make it today, and I'm very happy for that.
Hell yeah. I mean, today is the day you need it to beat Kusanagi, right? You secure that spot at Capcom Cup. Yeah, today is one of the biggest days to take down one of your demons.
Very convenient, man.
Very convenient is the right word. Listen, we've talked about you time and time again. Again, we are both very familiar with your accolades in previous Street Fighter games, moving into Street Fighter V. Again, a lot of your hard work goes into traveling to some of these locals, traveling to a lot of these majors. A lot of your success has been self-made, but as of lately, with the pandemic, you have been practicing online. So I got to know, who are the players that helped you train for this exact moment?
Okay, so we have this little group chat on WhatsApp with a lot of strong players here in Mexico, and probably Kusanagi is one of those that I need to mention because I play very often to him. I play a lot to Chris Barrios, which is a Balrog player, Zero Mex, another one, Jazz Zero, the Master, which is a set player. Those are the players who play very often, and we usually share a lot of information, technique, and we give advice to each other, so we are able to to develop ourselves as players. This little group it's probably responsible of me being able to make it to grand finals and play like this.
I mean, steel sharpens steel, as the old adage goes, right? I mean, you said two of the players that helped you the most getting to the spot are Kusanagi and Zero Mex, your two top 3 stablemates, right? So definitely, I mean, it is a testament to how well y'all are working together. And yeah, I mean, that was really good stuff for sure.
Yeah, it's paying off. I mean, there was some point that I got like in like a certain level that you don't need to be training. You're confirmed, you don't need to be training, nothing else. You have to focus on the strategy, on what are you going to be doing with your resources, how to think about if you're in a corner, like very specific situation and more like strategic stuff. Yeah, and they've been helping me because sometimes you can't think out of the box. You're drowning your own stuff, and sometimes you need someone to take you out and tell you what are you doing like wrong, what you can do, like don't close your mind to you can do more stuff here, and that helps a lot. And they are my friends. We play a lot together, and they've been helping me a lot, so they take a lot of credit on this.
Yeah, an extra set of eyes is always good, right? When you get so bogged down in thinking your own strategies and your own perspective on certain things, that another set of eyes, another perspective can really open your mind to new strategies and stuff. And I wanted to talk about how you said you were fully adapted to online play. I mean, we saw you consistently check a lot of the V skills from Balrog, all these things that are definitely very difficult to check online. So it's clear that you have graduated to this status, to say the least.
Yeah, it's very difficult. It was very difficult because I used to play only local.
Yeah,
you would come up to Southern California. We would be like, "What are you doing here, man? You drove all the way down just to play some games for a couple hours."
We know, baby.
I know. I saw you guys like very often, like every Wednesday night fights and some other locals. Yeah, it was all about offline. But when pandemic hit, it was very hard for me like to be left out and not to play with everyone because we couldn't do it. So I had to migrate. It was very frustrating at the very beginning, but I was like my mindset was like if I can react to this stuff on online, I will be able to destroy everyone.
Yes, exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. And with that in mind, I'm kind of curious, now that you've established yourself as the qualifying player from Mexico into the Capcom Cup, what is the next step for Gamma? What is going to be your training regimen like going forward? Are you going to take it easy? Do you have anything in mind specifically to get yourself ready for the big dance?
To be honest, I didn't even think about that before because I didn't see myself here. But to be honest, I can let down everyone on my country and the players over here. So I will be training a little bit more, like like a regimen. I'm gonna be a little bit more dedicated. I will be studying a little bit more. I will be asking everyone's help to get myself better on the game, and to be a little bit more serious. Like this is not this is kind of like a hobby for me. I don't do this like for full-time job. I don't have a sponsor. I don't have anything, so I do this like to get out of stress and stuff like that. But right now I think that there is a lot of things on the line, so I will put myself on more training and like a different regimen to train for the CPT.
I love to hear it, man. As long as you stick with those people that have gotten you to this far or to this spot already, right? You know what I'm saying? Of course, you want to step up the habits and get a little bit more strict, but you keep those fellas with you, Zero Mex, Kusanagi, that line chat that you got going with the whole Mexican players. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of success going forward.
Yeah, thanks so much. I'll
Absolutely.
do my best.
Any sort of parting words for your competitors in the future or for anybody in your scene? I feel like now's the time. If you would like to let it all out, if you want to say it even in Spanish, English, whatever you want, This is your time. If you have any parting words for your competitors, it's all yours, Gama.
I'll see you on the World Finals. I'll do my best, and I will be needing all the help from the people of my country to train. So contact me. I'm always open to play, and I will take that money.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear, baby. Good job. Congrats again, Gama, Central West America champion. Let's go, baby.
Big congrats, Gama.
Thanks so much.